Oh, greetings everyone. Welcome to Schoolstone, your Saturday and Sunday show, bringing you some spectacular afternoon matches. I am LotusKnight, one of your casters for today, and I am joined by Jailstorm. Jailstorm, how are you today?
Great. Thanks, Lotus.
Thank you for being here. Memnarch, how are you?
I am good. Like,
Yeah?
oh yeah, it's an early Saturday.
Yes.
Same here.
Yeah. It's going to be a great Saturday. We have a really great wild match. I'm not a wild player, so I'll be opting more than anything else. But why don't you both of you tell me a little bit about this match? Let's hype it up a bit.
Oh, it looks like
so
BattleTagger brought a somewhat anti-Reno lineup, and Duwin brought a pretty normal Duwin lineup, I should say. It's three Reno decks and a Druid. Reno
yeah,
Lock, Reno Mage, Reno Priest, and Jade Druid versus BattleTagger's. Let's see here, Quest Mage.
yeah.
I
So
remember.
BattleTagger brought the Dark Glare Warlock, two combo decks with the Malagos Druid and the Quest Mage, and he also brought the Galakron Bomb Warrior. The combo decks and the Bomb Warrior are pretty effective into the Reno decks that Duwin has brought, and Duwin brought three of them: the Mage, the Warlock, and the Priest. However, all three of these Reno lists also have Dirty Rat, which can potentially disrupt BattleTagger's combos.
Yeah, the Malagos matchup basically comes down to if they draw their disruption or not before Malagos can combo. And Malagos usually wins that race.
Mm-hmm. So looking at the bans for both sides here, Duwin banned BattleTagger's Warlock. So the Dark Glare Warlock will not be able to be played. And BattleTagger banned Duwin's Jade Druid. So it's the three Reno decks versus the two combo decks and the Bomb Warrior. So pretty favored towards BattleTagger, I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree. He's going to have a tough time getting through the Galakron Bomb against the Reno Lock. I think that's the only one.
Yeah, the Reno Lock has a lot of taunts and plays a lot more on board than the other Reno decks. And if it gets a strong enough board, the Galakron Warrior does not have a ton of swings outside of Lord Barov, so they could just lose on board.
That usually is what happens. I actually played that matchup a lot. on ladder, and it usually comes down to you getting bombs in their deck and them getting a void caller and stabilizing the taunt before they basically die from the bombs.
Mhm.
Sometimes you even see them ticketus themselves just to mill the bombs so they can turn on their Highlander cards. I'm not sure we're going to
Yeah,
see that.
that is one option. Ticketus can be used to mill your own bombs, but it can also thin your own deck if you mill more of your cards in your deck rather than the bombs. So it could get you closer to your own lethal as well there too. It's kind of a double-edged sword in that respect.
What else? We see Mana Biscuit in the. Is that Quest Mage? Yeah, that's Quest Mage, all right.
Yes.
I
This
haven't.
is actually one of the older variations of Quest Mage, more popular in Scholomance. I've seen just this February. There's a couple Quest Mages that use Antonitis, they use Mozaki, and they actually go questless, um, just trying to ramp and use and play all the cards in their deck to get that Mozaki combo or Antonitis combo to finish.
Yeah, this is definitely a classical Waker list. Uh, and I'm surprised he's still running Evocation. A lot of people cut that. Still probably good, but it's not near
Evocation
as good.
provides a lot of burst against the Reno decks in form of playing two Flame Wakers, finishing the or playing the Time Warp, and then Evocation to just totally pop off with the end game hand. Um, but it could also just be used to fill the quest as you progress throughout the game. All
All
right,
right,
let's get into the match.
who are we spectating first?
Okay, so getting into the match, it is BattleTagger's Quest Mage versus Duwin's Reno Warlock.
All right, so this comes down to the combo turn, so to speak, of BattleTagger's Quest Mage versus if Duwin can get a taunt in the way before then. Like Flame Waker deals more damage than Duwin can handle. Yeah, like he does. You barely need the giants sometimes if you have the Apprentice Flame Waker combo.
hmm Yeah, I'd say Duwin's best card in this matchup is probably the Archwitch Willow, being able to
Wait,
bring out
Flame
two of
Waker.
the big demon taunts.
So hitting that Flame Waker is actually huge. Like that's
It's
the
pretty good.
yeah.
The
It
Flame
does
Waker
more
really
damage.
comes down to if it comes down to like the very, very end game with the combo I mentioned with the evocation. He might just be able to outpace and win in that respect too. So we'll see.
All right, double giant hand. That's not what you're looking for. Yeah, he's forced these magic trick to try to find draw. He finds a Forgotten Torch. I'm not sure if he's gonna pick that. Mainly because it dilutes his draw and his draw is already so weak. I see he's hovering towards Mana Bind, which will help him complete the quest.
Yeah,
I
he
think
also knows that his opponent still has the coin though, so the mana bind would probably not give him something super useful.
he already picks damage in the form of Ice Lands.
Yeah, that might just be to get past another taunt, which the Ray of Frost come in handy for as well.
All right,
So
so he
Duin,
doesn't have another.
most of his cards are green here. He has a lot of options.
I think he's gonna just play Void Caller because, like, you don't know the opponent doesn't know there's no demon in hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Luna. Um, not sure if you play it here though. Well, actually, you play Luna, you Ice Lance, and then you trade in, play Arcane Missiles, draw 2 cards.
It seems like a pretty good line. Usually you save the Luna for an arcane, or I mean for a Sorcerer's Apprentice. But
I mean, I think his hand's forced at this point.
yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Conjure Mana Biscuit's great.
Oh, it's amazing. Like getting that 2 mana it's so nice in Quest Mage. Like Quest Mage was really hurting on mana before then, but now it's not. Oh,
Well, just being able to
oh,
store it on turn 2 or turn 3 for a combo on turn 4, turn 5, or later, it just makes the swing turns of this deck much more powerful.
oh yeah, that is for certain. That
The
was a
raised
really
dead will
good
give him the
pickup.
librarian and the gnome for raw too.
So he's trying to figure out a way to kill that. Oh, he does have a way to kill Luna now, because he can coin the Ziliax. I'm not sure if he wants to. So that's means he's not coining out the Arch Willow.
I think you've got to kill the Luna here. It's just too important. He probably wants to save the coin for the Archwitch Willow, so it's kind of a conflict here.
Yeah, he opts to do it. Yeah, you have to stem that draw, or stop your opponent from drawing cards.
Two
Oh,
Book of
double book.
Specters. That's gonna fill the curve of BattleTagger for the next couple turns here.
And oh, he hits the arcane. He hits the Mana Cyclone. That's huge. So if he books and gets a apprentice, he wins basically.
Yeah, pretty much here.
Yeah. And okay, not the best books I've seen. He milled overall 3 cards. But
Yeah,
now
you
he
kind of hate to see those spells go. But getting the Flamewaker and the Mana Cyclone is really important here. He'll be able to finish the quest probably the next turn, and then Duwin has turn 7, which is one short of Willow, and then BattleTagger combos. So
Ticketus might be the worst demon he could draw, but it is a demon. So if BattleTagger does get the Flamewaker turn, Ticketus is going to soak a lot of damage. But the Giants are probably just going to get there with Quest because let's see here, he has 3.
Yeah, well, keep in mind now that Willow is guaranteed to pull either the Dreadlord, the Mal'Ganis, or the Voidlord. So it's a 2 in 3 chance for one of those big taunts.
This is such an awkward play from Duwin. I think you have to play Mistress Gnome. Like he wants his Void Caller to die, but just can't.
Yeah.
Oh, he opts for Bran. Okay.
Maybe tossing the Bran out there is a little bit of bait.
All right, so Evocation was picked up. So he's 1 apprentice away from just winning.
The quest
Oh, he's
has
going on
3
flame.
progress. Oh, so he opts for the Flamewaker immediately. Okay.
So he's saying like the Giants will get there by themselves. They don't need the extra damage.
Well, he might just be playing out the Cyclone here. We'll see, because that is a full turn of 7 mana.
Oh, and he hits the collar twice. Okay.
Yeah, so interesting that he procced the collar there. It brought down the Ticketus, but it could have been much worse if he brought down a bigger taunt or another demon.
So Zephyrs isn't lethal, but ooh, Felbolt. So this is very awkward for Duwin. Like he has to gnome this, has to play gnome almost because his opponent. If his opponent had a apprentice, he would have played it. So he clearly doesn't have apprentice. But if he does not hit the apprentice off gnome, he's in a lot of trouble because he just drew his opponent closer to gnome, and he feels really under the gun right now because his opponent is 2 random cards away from completing the quest, which means that he is basically 2 cards away from dying without a taunt because the Giants almost always get there.
Yeah, I was thinking another play by Duwin. He could have Zola'd the Bran and try to get the Zola down, or the Golden Bran down as well. Just trying to get 2 procs off the Archwitch Willow Battlecry. But
I
instead he
really
opts
like
for
this.
2 of the Nosferatus.
He wants to hit those apprentices. Oh, he got one. All right, that's good. Oh, it's a
Ooh, but he
okay.
draws the other apprentice.
That's rough. Because quest complete, right?
Yeah, I think that's game.
No, it's not game, but it's
You play the Apprentice Cram Session Evocation for a 0 mana. Throw down the Giants and Quest, right? Maybe
he's gonna
Giants
go
first
for it.
and then
Yeah.
Evocation. Hmm.
Oh, he
Oh, now he
whiffed.
doesn't have it. Yeah.
Yeah. He got a book and a ice barrier though.
Oh, he opts for the Ice Barrier instead of Fireballing the Ticketus. Um,
Oh, it took his BattleTagger really isn't concerned for his life total at this point. He
yeah, true,
wants
true.
all right. So this is the easiest Willow of Duin's life right now.
Hmm.
Or
Yeah,
that's
Battle
really
Tiger
unfortunate.
showing his hand pretty
Yeah,
pretty obviously here.
the last card in BattleTagger's deck is the Giant. And it's getting milled.
Hmm.
Like that's unfortunate. But what can you do? Like if I was doing right now, I would send a Zola into the apprentice and probably not hit face for the fear of because you want actually you don't really need this stuff on board
Yeah,
because
no,
of
because both Flame Wakers have been played, so
yeah.
it
So you
would
can
be nice to have the Bran out at this current time. Um, just for 2 of the Archwitch Willow procs here, but
all right. So it looks like
pulls
he's
the
not going.
Mal'Ganis.
Oh, that's the worst of the three by far.
Well, it makes his hero immune for a little bit, and that's out of Fireball range. He has to Fireball ping, and if he does that, oh yeah, no, that's lethal.
Because of the what was it?
Yeah,
Fire.
Fireball
Well,
ping clears the Mal'Ganis.
mhm.
All right, so that's game 1 for BattleTagger, taking the Quest Mage over the Reno Warlock.
Very well played, my BattleTagger. And doing just getting unlucky, not getting his giant taunts when he needed them to.
Hmm. Yeah, getting the 2 early Book of Specters for BattleTagger was pretty important.
Mhm.
Okay, so
So
game
the next,
2, which decks are we looking to see here?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Malagos Druid for BattleTagger,
Hmm.
and probably the Reno Lock being played back.
Well, the
Oh, he
priest
goes for
has
Bomb Bomb.
Mindrender Elusia, which is why I was thinking the priest was going to get banned out. But it is the Bomb Galakrond Warrior versus the Reno Warlock again by Duwin.
All right, so he picked up a Clockwork Goblin and a Wrench Collar in his opening hand, which is amazing. Like
Yeah,
those
he
are
can
two
shut
cards.
down the Highlander effects of Duwin by turn 4.
All right, he's probably thinking of throwing the Scion because he only has one invoking it. Yeah, if you throw, oh, it gets the other Wrench Caliber too.
Hmm.
Except Watley. Yeah, this is actually
Oh,
looking.
Watley's such a great card in this matchup.
Yep. All right. I love it
Uh,
when the patches book happens that turns Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft to Hearthstone Object Permanence.
Yeah, just logging back into the spectator mode.
All right, so the patches is there, but you can't see it. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So turn one South Sea patches by the Galcorn Warrior, um, and then Corrupting Mist by Duwin on his turn 2.
All right, so it looks like the turn that we missed was BattleTagger playing the South Sea pulling patches, Duwin responding with Corrupting Mist,
Mm-hmm.
and then on turn 3, no, on turn 2,
On
BattleTagger
turn
hero
2, they
powered.
both hero powered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn 3, Clockwork Goblin, getting cleared by the Fell Bolt, and then another hero powered by Duwin. And then BattleTagger already disabling the Highlander effects of this Reno Warlock deck with 2 bombs put in.
So Duwin actually has a really good hand. He has chained into Willow into chained, or not chained, enhanced scheduler. If he plays the Emperor, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he's going to. This is very scary though. Like this is a lot of pressure early from BattleTagger.
Yeah, if
He might not
Duwin
have
plays
time
the
to.
if he plays the Thorsen here on 6, he gets down to 10 with the attack of the Shield of Galakron. So it's pretty close to dying here. Without Reno, this Warlock deck really does not have a lot of ways to heal.
He's going to stabilize, but it's going to be at a really low life. Okay, so there's been one invoke from BattleTagger. He's at 6, so he's thinking of either coin or of the. You can get the Wrench Caliber and Awaken up, but the cost of leaving up the Thorstein. I think you
Mm-hmm.
kill Thorstein in all situations. It's just how you do it. So Awaken allows him to kill Bran and trade into Thorstein, but Awaken and Wrench Caliber allow him just to kill the Thorstein by himself. I'm not sure if he cares about the Bran enough, but he probably does at this point because of the potential for Willow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm just
Sure.
seeing him point base.
Yeah, it seems like he's setting it off face, setting Duwin to 4 life.
A 1 bomb range.
Yeah. Dodges the
Doing
bomb draw.
dodges.
It's about 4 and 24 at this time.
Archwitch Willow is probably the best because if it hits Mal'Ganis, you're golden. It does not. Oh, Mal'Ganis is the
Uh,
only demon in the deck.
I think this is pretty much a game for Duwin, though. Outside of the Lord Barov, there's not enough swings by BattleTagger here to take back the board.
He doesn't have to take back the board. He just needs to live, right? For bombs. Like, this is a tricky situation. So the Forge of Souls gets 2 axes, 2 invoke axes. I don't think that helps too much. So he's probably gonna Watley. Oh, and he swings in.
Interesting that he didn't play another Clockwork Goblin because it's looking like he's opting for the bomb game plan here. Close out the game.
He's drawing towards Barov, or trying to at least.
Hmm.
So he dodges another one. That's good. I think you go face with everything and pray. Right?
Well, you definitely set up for the 2-turn lethal here because it's not a 1-turn, I don't believe.
Let's see here. He's got 11, 19,
I think that
21,
is
26.
26 damage on board.
I mean, all right. Oh, he's gonna remove. Okay, you can remove Watley. Like, I don't think it matters too much, but
Yeah, if you're going to Zolo
right.
a minion here, you probably go for the Dreadlord, if any, but... So no bear off here by BattleTagger.
All right, this is the Clockwork Hero Power emote threaten like play, and oh, no
Duwin
bomb.
dodges the bomb draw. 6 out of 21, and he makes it past. Duwin takes game 2 with the Reno Warlock over the Galakron Bomb Warrior.
That was close. Oh man.
Yeah, that Archwitch Willow coming down turn 7 really swung the game there. Duwin got kind of lucky with the bomb draws.
I mean,
But very close game.
likely draw on the deck, but it's like a 20% chance at that point.
Mm-hmm. But over like 2 or 3 turns, it becomes a little bit more likely.
Again with the Clockwork Wrench Caliber in the opening hand. So poke out here is not good because the bombs shuffle poke out, and if you poke out,
Yeah,
you put all the
Polkel,
bombs.
the shuffling effect gets disabled when a bomb gets shuffled in, so the order of cards in your deck becomes random again at that point.
Actually, Spear Sapience does help with bombs because you can put one to the bottom if you're in
Mm-hmm.
trouble.
Turn 2
Alright, so
Forge of Souls. This is a great curve by BattleTagger. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, Reno's like your win con, but you're never casting it. So okay, he sent it to the bottom.
So a pretty aggressive discard there by the Seer Sapience. What do you think Duwin is trying to go for with the cards in his deck?
I
Which one
think
of
you
them?
select the bomb. Like you want to minimize damage. You want to minimize the amount of time like duplicates are in your deck.
Yeah, but it depends if he wants to play Kazakus this turn or next. Because there's only one bomb in the deck, so Kazakus is active this turn. But next turn, once the Wrench Caliber is active, if he chooses to keep the bomb in his deck, Kazakus will not be active next turn.
Oh, alright, so he hopes not to take it. Well, he knows that there's a very good chance of Wrench Caliber in hand because of the Forge of Souls.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is a now or never for Kazakus. Alright, so you're probably gonna go for a 5 here for armor and draw. That would be my guess.
Yeah,
But
the 10 spell can also give you quite a lot of armor. He opts for the 1.
yeah, he probably coined it out for the 1 because he's not casting the 5 next turn, but he can
Mm-hmm.
cast the 1 next turn. Let's see what he summon a friendly and gain 4 armor. Alright, so defensive pawn.
Yeah, so that either gets the Loot Hoarder or the Kazakus, which gets taken down by the Wrench Caliber of BattleTagger. 2 bombs now in the deck. Highlander cards are disabled.
Alright, so you take the healing like almost always here. Because that
Mm-hmm.
plus spell power is a pseudo Reno. And if you run Moreg and Thalnos, it becomes basically a full clear and a heal to full, which could give him enough time to get the bombs out of his deck.
Yeah, he actually does not run the Moarg. He does run the Thalanos.
Oh, Cartoon. Oh,
He
I
tosses it
forgot.
away for the
Yeah,
Cartu.
this is a Duwin specialist.
Wow, that Twilight's
What always
Call
call it's huge.
is great.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, he doesn't play the. Okay, so he's taking 3 more damage here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so BattleTagger's got some decisions to do because he picked up
Yeah, all his
the.
cards are green.
Yeah, I think he goes for yeah, deckhand. All right. So Yeah, he didn't draw patches, so I'm affected by the patches bug.
All right, I think I will also have to reconnect here.
All right, Hearthstone. Just because patches you don't see patches doesn't mean it's not there.
All right, so I'm back in. Duwin plays the Hysteria on the Clockwork Goblin on the left. It clears up the South Sea Captain and the other Clockwork Goblin. BattleTagger's just left with the patches on board. Picks up the Kronks.
I would slam that. Because Kronks is like, you probably want Kronks for devastation, but the more important thing is to apply pressure. So if you Kronks here, kind of awkward because for Duwin, because you can't really clear it without a death. And death's probably one of the worst cards against Galakrond Bombwire because there's no targets other than Kronks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he plays it. Also, the hero power is 3 damage a turn, and that is very good pressure against a priest. Like you
Yeah,
see that, yeah, you see that in
the
the
priest
standard
is...
version of Bomb Warrior. They sometimes play Galakrond just for the sole purpose of pressing the hero power button over and over.
Yeah,
Because
just because the 3 versus the 2 heal. And if the priest doesn't get the 2 heal, then it's 3 flat. So pretty effective.
yeah, but Duwin actually
Tosses down the
looking more
Cartoon on
stable on
6.
board.
Hmm.
Barov seems to be. Look, he's probably looking at the list. Barov is definitely a. That feels premature
Well, he's
because
trying to get the 6 damage in here, but I think it's
I mean, he's going to do it.
he has to burn one of the weapon swings or the
He's
devoted
going to
maniac
push
here.
the maniac in. Because against Reno Priest, you don't really care about your board so much. You do want minions on board, but it gets cleared so easily that you want
Sure.
to trade more than play for stats.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So the Twilight's Call here pulls the Cartoon Defender back. Kazaka's Potion also gets a Cartoon Defender. That's pretty important
I
here.
think he also since he knows the Barov's gone. Like you might want to just play Polkel for stats. Because
Yeah, just
Polkel
because
is
you got
very
5 more mana left.
and he
You
probably
could play the
realized
Insight, but it's probably better to develop on board. Yeah.
the way he's winning this is minion pressure, not the combo.
Mm-hmm. Opts for the heal, maybe the Insight, keeps the Insight.
Yeah. So his plan is going to be win with Nizoff. I think that's the game plan at this point.
Yeah, that's pretty safe to say.
Mm-hmm. All right, the Awaken goes down, which means that I think he's putting his face into. If he puts no, he's going to put Baroff so he can equip the weapons
Mm-hmm.
and hit him for 10. I think that fully invokes Galakrond too.
Yeah, both of these weapons coming down, invoking the Galakrond twice to its 4th and final form.
Oh, he picks up the Anduin from the loot order draw. I'm not sure if he plays it though. That seance is huge. Oh, he snap kicks
Well,
it.
Anduin disables your healing for the hero power, and without Raza, it might be a little bit premature for the Anduin. Dirty Rat pulls the Scion.
It felt like a weird because he has no way to deal with the sound. But I guess a single 3/2 is a lot easier to deal with than 3/2s.
Yeah, well, he also knows that BattleTagger is he's amping up for this Galakrond turn because he played 2 of the Ritual Choppers last turn, so he knows Dirty Rat is most effective before the Galakrond is played.
And it soaks a lot of damage here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how many charge minions BattleTagger gets. Looks like he got 2. So 7 damage from the champion and 6 from the South Sea.
Yeah, but the Alex Strauss' champion is actually not active because BattleTagger's not holding a dragon, so
He's probably BattleTagger's probably figuring out how much he wants to commit into this potential screamer hysteria, mass hysteria that Duwin has. Like, can you push a lot of damage here?
you could
Guy
just hero power to
personally
get past the Dirty Rat and
yeah.
set up for something next turn.
He doesn't want to push 4 though. He wants to push like. Oh, he has to play the. Oh, that's a Power Warrior card, Bloodseal Cultist. That's going to result in 6 more damage to the face.
Yeah, no, that's one of the better pirates from Sky Raider in this circumstance.
All right, so I think he chooses a new fate here. Yep. So this is the easiest scream of his life.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anything to deal with it, and it's best to set up an empty board for the next turn it's off, which will pull, I think, a full board or close to a full board of Kartut
Oh, you
Defenders,
pick.
a couple Loot Hoarders.
Is that just lethal?
Um,
No, but
I
it's
think
close.
he's a couple off. Depending on what he gets from a Sky Raider here, though.
Did he get another attack minion or weapon minion? Oh,
So he opts to
yeah.
buff the Wrench Caliber here, push all the damage face.
That's 2
2
less
bombs
damage at
away.
yeah. So that was he misses out on a lot of damage actually. Yeah, now I have to deal with this.
Yeah, his resources in hand are very limited. The Brand Scion is very effective for clearing some of these Kartu defenders.
Yeah, but okay, so there's 5 on board. 5 times 6 is 30. Dealing heals to full.
Yeah,
Like
I
he's
don't think you do the Brand Scion this turn though, just because your board is still so full.
like
We'll
the
see.
problem is though is that this is also not. It's not just 30 healing if he kills it. This is like, let's see here, 22 damage. So this is 2 turn.
Well, he's gonna clear most of it regardless here.
Yeah, this is such a bad feeling for the Galacron warrior.
hmm
Like, I'm speaking from experience. Yeah. Like your opponent's life total is supposed to be going down, not up. This is a tragedy.
Yeah, and his Zothon 10 is kind of brutal.
Oh, he's not going to play the Anduin. Okay. He also hasn't drawn a bomb yet. So there are 2 Clockworks, 2 Wrench Caliber, 6 bombs in the deck, I can count. Oh yeah, that
One more
Reno's never be
for the
active.
bottom. On deck and another bomb shuffled in. Does that randomize the order again?
Yeah, it does.
Gotcha.
Like the problem is that if he plays the Pokelt, that's 6 bombs shuffled on top of each other. So he could easily blow himself up by playing Pokelt.
Yeah, and considering the majority of, or the average cost of cards in this deck is probably more on the lower end.
So
So Polkelt would probably get him closer.
actually, if he plays Pokelt, he would put all the bombs on top of his deck. Like, because there's no other 6 because he drew Reno. There's no 10 because he drew Niz off. The 7 was the Scream. Actually, it's Raza and Mass Hysteria are the only 5-drops. If I can.
Did he play the Belcher already?
Oh, he did not. No, he has Belcher then too. So
Yeah.
there's going to be 7. There's going to be 7 bombs disrupted by 3 5-cost cards: Raza, Belcher, and Mass Hysteria.
Mm-hmm. So now there are 7 bombs in Duwin's stack.
All right, looks like he's trying to decide whether to value and not push Two-Face. Oh, there's a bomb. All right, I think you're just playing this off again for Duwin. Have your opponent deal with it.
Yeah. No, N'Zoth seems like your best card in an empty board with all the Cartoots down.
But he does have the option of not doing that because the opponent's got 1 card in hand. It's really big because he drew it off Galakrond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. He could develop the Anduin if he prefers, and then his health total will be low enough where N'Zoth with Cartoots could heal it back up.
And he probably realizes that Alnos Penance isn't nearly as good as just playing this off. Because the brand's not doing anything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like what, this is 9 power, and Duwin has a bit more than 9. It's got 22.
Yeah. So BattleTagger does not really have the tools in his hand or the board to address this N'Zoth here.
Yeah, I think this is a slow death now. I've been in this situation before as a Galakrond warrior.
Yeah, it's just BattleTagger
technically,
again, hoping for the bombs to kill Duwin.
yeah. Like all you can do is buy time for your bombs to do their work.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 6 bombs in the deck. One of them's on the bottom. No, 2 of them are on the bottom actually, that we know of, right? No, only 1 because
2 were shuffled at the bottom, but then more bombs were shuffled in. So
yeah. Actually, yours is completely random now.
yeah, so he could just top deck all 6 here by some miracle, but this is looking like a 2-turn lethal by Duwin.
That's more like, instead of being a miracle, that's more like it's a miracle for BattleTagger, but like that's a quit Hearthstone forever we're doing.
Yeah, no, I would be very upset if that happened to me.
Oh wow, he's trading for him. I guess you might as well clear up the board.
Yeah, I think at this point he recognizes N'Zoth and 2 Cartoots is 11 damage, puts him to 10, and then at that point it's a 2-turn with pretty much anything he puts on the board here. As long as Duwin does not play the Polkelt. Yeah. BattleTagger has 1 more chance for Duwin to draw the bombs here, but this is the chance of the game.
Oh, Duwin's at 10 cards in hand, so it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
All right, so that was not expected. The priest usually dies horribly during that matchup.
Yeah, and considering the Galakrond Bomb Warrior had the pretty much perfect opening with a 1, 2, 3, 4 curve with Clockwork and Wrench Caliber. Both Wrench Calibers pretty early.
It's just Duwin's a special slice of Reno Priest. Like he's the only one I think that runs that list.
Yeah, well, he got the Cartoot on 6, and then the N'Zoth on 10. So without either of those, I think the matchup probably would have swung towards BattleTagger there. But
so this is heavily Malagos Druid favored. So the way Duwin wins this is he needs a clear and ice block up before the opponent can combo. And the problem with that is that Druid gets more mana than you, and you don't run any clears except for Zephrys.
yeah, so these first couple turns here will probably be trading of hero powers. Looking at Duwin's Reno Mage list here, it seems like it's a bit of an older list with the Tortollan Pilgrims, the Potion of Illusion, and the Cloud Prince, which was popular with the Tortollan Potion combo a couple months ago. So,
Does he run a Frostlich Jaina?
I'm trying to pull up the deck list here.
Because the Cloud Prince heals for 6.
Yes, because it is an elemental.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a Pocket Galaxy. So you can't play the Pocket Galaxy because it doesn't have the mana, so you can't draw. Like, okay, he's taking it slow. Aviana pick up with Geppetto. That's not what you want to see. Because with Geppetto, if you get the 1 mana Aviana, you win. Like, it's game's over. Like, you can usually have enough mana in hand or have the what was it, Coon, just to reset the mana and just combo off on the spot.
Yeah,
Like,
the Geppetto to 1 mana Aviana play is probably one of the stronger lines of the deck.
so he's probably thinking that he can overgrowth, but he's probably thinking like he might want to Solar Eclipse overgrowth because he has Geppetto in hand, which would include Bio Project, Innervate, Solar Eclipse, overgrowth. So he can get up to the 9 mana, so he can play Geppetto. But that gives your opponent 2 mana. And I'm not sure if you want to do that because you never use both coins there because Innervate's one of your combo cards. Because Aviana costs 10.
Yes.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't throw a Solar Eclipse so he could accept for Geppetto. Because he has 9 cards in hand. So if he would have just templated the Solar Eclipse, he could play Geppetto and not have to worry about overdrawing.
Yeah, if he does want to play Geppetto on 8 here.
I mean, this is a really easy barista for doing. Oh, is he going to be greedy?
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to go for the Potion of Illusion and then set down both of those cards, and I think you get 1 draw, or 2 draws. But he opts for the Sphere, actually.
No, he's
So
getting
it keeps
greedy
the
here.
1 mana Luna here. Probably keeps the 1 mana Lotheb as well.
Okay, so he potions of like I would have barista then illusion, so you can just barista then.
Well, the 1 mana Lotheb is extremely potent for turning off the combo turn of this deck. Because as you mentioned, either the coin, the lightning bloom, or the innervate is part of the combo. So with that being 5 mana, kind of disables the combo turn.
I mean, if you have a barista, if you hit Potion of Illusion on barista, you can go infinite with Lotheb, provided you have enough board space. Because you can just barista to barista back, and if you have Lotheb on board, the Lotheb comes up too.
As long as you always keep getting the barista back.
BattleTagger is an interesting decision to make here because he picked up the Psych Melon, and he's got mana in hand, so he's probably thinking he needs to clear 3 cards in hand because 2 cards in hand because he picked up Kael'thas and Geppetto. Oh,
so he opts for the double Psych Melon here.
Yeah, that fills his hand. He doesn't actually have enough burn to get there anymore. In hand, I believe. Right?
Yeah. So since he drew the Psych Melon, the Geppetto was probably not the best card to play there. So we probably won't see Geppetto from BattleTagger this game.
No, he's probably going to play it right now, right?
Well, I guess now it's his only card he can play, right?
Yeah. Because he needs to
except for the swipe.
combo.
The swipe is probably what he plays. Gets rid of the Luna.
Well, the swipe here is his
you're right.
damage.
It's his only damage card for the combo, so.
Actually, I think Duwin's going to do this. Like, that's 2 Lothebs. So if he plays Lotheb Bran here, Bran Lotheb, you want to do the right order. He locks him out.
Yeah, this is pretty much game here by Duwin with the Lotheb coming down as well. BattleTagger has no display, and all of his minions can't swing the board here. So
It's not
a very
game yet.
creative win by Duwin.
He doesn't actually have enough power on board, right? Oh wait, no. So 13 times 2 is 20. Yeah, he actually does have enough.
Well, he plays the
He might be
Lotheb the next turn as well too.
Yeah. So that's 31 damage. He needs to armor out of. He can't armor out though.
Yeah, any spells here, besides the free ones, which cost 10 and give you what 1/2 mana. So
Yeah.
he might play the Forgotten King for the mana or for the armor gain here. But if he does that, his combo is disabled. So
he kills the Lotheb. Oh, he probably does that to play around the Zola. Yeah, Duin's looking for Zola. So
I believe with the second Lotheb and the Ooze though, that might just be game outside of the Coon armor. So
I think you play Stargazer too, just to draw towards Zola.
oh yeah, you're right because you have the mana for it. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, he used the Coon for armor. This is tough. Like, this is a Reno Relicologist because he has to clear both of them. Like, this has to go into the Bran, right?
I was thinking, but
Okay, so 1 power.
so the Reno the Relicologist clears the board here, which means he can't Sathravad back the Coon for a potential combo. So the most BattleTagger could do at that point is toss down the Malagos with Moonfires and Living Roots.
No, it's lethal. The Flame Lord pickup.
Yeah. Gets the secret, can toss down the Cloud Prince for the extra burst, and that closes out the game for Duwin here. So 2 wins with the Reno decks over the Bomb Galakron and the Combo Druid with Malagos.
No, that's 3, right?
Oh, is that 3?
Because the Warlock got through.
Oh yeah. No, wow, that's a
I was not
series.
expecting this. Like, BattleTagger does research, yeah, but he didn't realize Duwin runs a very unique style of Reno Priest with taunts to combat like bombs.
Yeah, the Lotheb for the Reno Mage did a ton of work there against the Malagos Druid.
Yeah, I
Playing
haven't
4 of those
seen
that game.
And usually Lotheb is cut from the more modern list, but Duwin just brought it back. A very good call from him. He knows
Yeah.
he knows that his lineup gets targeted by certain decks, and he knows how to play against the targeting.
Yeah, also with the Reno Priest teching the Death Rattles with the Sludge Belcher and the Kartu Defender, and then the end game with the N'Zoth. Same thing with the Warlock N'Zoth coming in very clutch. So okay, great.
I want to ask him, like, when he saw BattleTagger's lineup, like,
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah,
How's it going, guys?
hey,
pretty
man.
good. How are you?
Been good.
Yeah, congrats on the win.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it was a tough lineup. My decks did exactly what I wanted to do. My plan was I needed the mage to get a win off of the quest mage or Mally Druid, and I needed the 2 N'Zothlists to beat the Bomb Warrior, because the 2 N'Zothlists usually beat the Bomb Warrior like all day. So I needed
mean,
that.
that was
I needed
pretty.
that to be the situation.
It got pretty scary at the end, though.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
warlock when you're.
Oh, the warlock. Yeah. No, the warlock was really scary at the end. I
Mhm.
I was so annoyed that I didn't get the I need that Mal'Ganis so bad. Like I thought, like when I got the battle cry, the brand into Willow. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get Mal'Ganis, and then this game's like pretty much locked down. And I didn't get Mal'Ganis. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Like, but that list is a
Yeah.
new list. I'm trying Willow. Usually I play Skull on that deck, and I play Skull and I play Sense Demons, but I cut both of those for Willow and Mass Hysteria to try. And I'm
Interesting.
still trying to figure out if that's the right way to go or not.
I think it is. Will's just really good in
Yeah,
general.
Willow does seem really, really good. Like every time people play it against me, I'm like, dang, this card's so good. And sometimes Skull can be awkward. So,
Mhm.
True.
but yeah,
Well, great job this week.
oh, thank you so much. I've played him one time before in another tournament, and we ended up going 2-2, and then I dropped because I didn't know it was best of 5. I thought it was best of 3, and I was all confused. So after our 4th game, I was like, just I thought it was the 5th game and ended up dropped, but he's really good. We had an epic battles in that match. Like it was really close. So I was really excited to play against him again. So yeah, very good player.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
currently 10 legend on the
Yeah,
ladder.
yeah. I don't do that whole high legend grind stuff anymore. I'm too lazy for that. But yeah, no, he's really good. And I thought he brought
Yeah.
a really good lineup into mine too. Like that was a really great lineup to fight into me. Like knowing I'm gonna probably bring the 3 Renos. But that's the 3 Renos is a lineup that I know so well that I can fight like bad matchups like all day
Mhm.
because they're just decks I know inside and out really, really well.
Yeah, so you
So
brought the druid instead of the hunter.
yeah, the
Like,
Reno Hunter. I need to work on Reno Hunter. I didn't play all. I took a break from playing last month. I didn't play it all outside of just the tournament match and streaming. So I haven't had a chance to explore Hunter since the Down Tamer nerf, which actually did hurt it because we lost our double brand play, which actually was a pretty good win con into like Reno Priest and things like that.
oh yeah,
So I haven't figured out the current deck yet, but Druid just feels very, very strong. Like I'd like a 4th Reno list if I could, but like if I can't get a 4th Reno list, Druid just feels really well rounded and strong. So especially
I
when you get to
mean,
ban something.
you can put Reno and druid.
Reno and Druid. I mean, I've played Reno Druid. I hit Legend with Reno Druid once. It was a Reno Hadronox Nazoth Druid, but I don't know. It needs to be explored. I'm playing more this month now, and I actually just had a 70% win rate with a Hunter. I got Legend on stream last night that I might start trying to bring a Oblivitron list. That seems really powerful. So I
Oh,
might give
I
that a
saw
go.
that on ladder.
Yeah, I played over 50 games and went 71% with different versions of the deck, and the current one went. I forget what it was exactly, like 16-5 or something to Legend. But I might start trying that, but we'll see. We'll see. I have to find a Hunter deck that I'm really sold on again.
Yeah, because I was so confused by that hunter deck because I had no idea what was going on, and then he Oblivitron, and I thought he's memeing,
Oh
and then
yeah,
I killed the Oblivitron, and Baton came out and did 8 damage to my board.
yeah.
There's the death rattle trick, and then I was like, that was just like a missile. Missiles everywhere. Like
Well, it's
everything
so
was dying. It's so
yeah. It's so gross because you have the one card too, the Necromechanic, and then you have 9 lives. So you could actually 9 lives Necromechanic on turn 7.
it,
Say like
it was.
they kill their Tonk, like you kill their Oblivitron, you kill their Tonk. On turn 7, they can play Necro 9 lives and do 16 damage. Because they'll double the death rattle on Tonks. So the deck is just nuts.
That's insane mid game. Like
Yeah, it's
it's just
this
that.
mid game is actually pretty crazy. It struggles against Kingsbane, but I probably went a little over 50% into Mage. And I felt good into like some of the other aggro decks because the secrets are really good for aggro. Like we play only 2 wandering and 2 explosive, which are like just the best for aggro. And then Mad Scientist and like 9 lives. So you can even 9 lives your Mad Scientist too, like just to fight that early aggro game. And then stabilize later in the game with like either like big mechs or Rexar. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to climb with that deck. So that's something to think about for future THL tournaments.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a
Yeah.
real interesting lineup.
Yeah. But if I can get like a fourth, I need a fourth control deck. So we'll see if I want to go with that or if I want to just
All
like
right, Shadowwalk Shaman.
what's that? Yeah. I mean, Shadowwalk Shaman. That's a thing. Shaman,
it's
I
been
only have
good.
like just over 500 wins with. That's like the I don't know.
Pulls it.
I'll perfect the Reno Hunter eventually. I might have to go greedier
So-
with Reno Hunter.
So
There's
does
some older
Milrogue-
lists. Yeah, go on.
Does Milrogue count as control?
Milrogue, I could see playing Reno Rogue.
Oh,
I was playing an OTK secret rogue on ladder not too long ago, and it was racing Dark Lair Warlocks. Not Dark Lair Warlocks. It was not Dark Lair Warlocks at all. No, that's nuts. No, it was
I was
racing
gonna say-
it was racing Tiller Warlocks. Like I was
Oh,
comboing before Tiller was
gotcha.
comboing me.
Hmm.
But it was it's a Sand Trooper Anka OTK with Cube and Umbra. It can do 30 damage. So and I was using the secrets as just a way to like to kind of like draw through the deck and like have some defenses and against like aggro. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. Rogue is one of my favorite classes though. It's one of my favorite standard classes. So I do kind of like it for a while, a little bit. I just don't play it enough. So, or I just jam Odd Rogue because Odd Rogue is good. Just make one aggro.
man, I've been jamming Odd Rogue for a while now.
You beat me with Odd Rogue. You're my only loss to this tournament, memnarch.
Really?
And the Odd Rogue, that was the tournament I decided not to play Hunter anymore after our game. I was like, I'm done with Hunter. But yeah, you're really good at Odd Rogue. So like, that's a deck I respect, and I play it once in a while as well. But yeah, no, this was fun.
Right.
Awesome.
I'm excited to watch the stream later. I like watching afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, great job this week with both the preparation, the lineups, and playing.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Any final shout outs you want to give?
Oh, you can catch me on at Duwin HS on Twitter. I post a lot of fun hunter lists. I have over 14,000 ranked hunter wins, so I tend to post like a lot of hunter lists, even though I didn't play hunter today. I play a lot of hunter. Like, and I stream on twitch.tv/DuwinHS, and yeah, we have I mean, I hit legend with various hunter lists every month, so it's pretty fun. So
Nice.
All right, yeah,
guys.
no, great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for coming. I want to thank Jailstorm and memnarch for doing the show today. This was a really, really good wild match. And thank you for casting. Thank you, BattleTagger, as well, for playing on stream. And for all of you there, if you would ever like to play on stream, you can DM me, you can DM Saku, you can DM Donde. We're always looking for matches on stream. Doesn't matter your level. This is a place where we'll talk about your plays. We'll get to just go over what you're doing, and we're happy to help. Always feel free to come here. And that being said, I believe that is it for us today. We have a few matches in the afternoon. I'm not sure Donde's schedule yet because he didn't post it. But I do know tomorrow, Schoolston is back from noon to 3 with a really, really crazy lineup. We have JR, or sorry, no, that was last week. We have Mr. Once I have the right. Yes, Mr. Python versus Agent BWE, followed by Neji Boston versus Easy Bake, followed by McBanterface versus Molestar. So all these standard decks. But I hope you enjoyed Wild. I hope you all had fun casting, and we'll see you tomorrow.